Welcome, my name is Tim Wildman. I'm an associate producer at TT Games, and it's my pleasure today to be able to show you some exclusive gameplay footage of our new fantastic game, LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens. This is actually Han Solo I'm controlling here with Chewbacca. You may recognise his hairy head. And we've got BB-8 here as well. So this is one of the iconic scenes from the film. We've got Han and Chewie are basically trying to escape the Kanji Club and the Guavian Death Gang on their freighter. So this is one of the iconic locations from the film, and in the game you'll be able to sort of relive all of the action, visit all of the key locations in beautiful sort of detail.
Priceless antiques and forged currency. Blow him up, Chewie.
So Han Solo there has just used his quadnoculars to reveal a hidden panel, and with Chewbacca we can throw a thermal detonator at that and destroy it and blow up lots of Lego, which is extremely satisfying. And there's some what look like Kanji Club members there, so we're just going to take cover here and try and take them down. Now this is one of our cool new features in the game. It's that we call them blaster battles. And as you're playing through the game, you'll come across these sections where you'll have to take cover because of the blaster fire from the enemies or the baddies is so intense. And you can sort of peek out, you can take them down. You hold the L2 button there and I can use Chewie's super cool weapons to take these guys down. And you can see the counter at the top there. I've got 4 of these guys I need to take down before I can progress. I'm trying to avoid getting hit here because you'll notice there's also a gold badge or medallion in the top left corner. That's the better I perform at these sections, the more studs I get, and you know, studs means collecting studs means I can purchase characters and stuff like that, so it's always a good idea. Now here the action has switched to Rey and Finn. Now they're in a separate section of the of this freighter.
Gas leak. Careful, it's poisonous. It might also be flammable. And possibly corrosive. It'll definitely smell bad.
It's okay, I've got the respirator. Although no real protection against those other things.
There's some toxic gas here, and looks like Rey can't get through there, but Finn, he has a respirator that he can pop on, and he can walk through these sections, blowing up more Lego, collecting more studs, which is again always fun. There's a switch here. I can use this switch to clear out the gas.
Well done on not exploding or melting.
There's a switch there, but no, looks like that's for C-3PO. So that'll be something that you can play around with in free play. As you unlock characters, you can access hidden areas when you replay the levels, which is, you know, these levels are jam-packed full of collectibles and cool little Star Wars bits and pieces, all made out of Lego, which is fantastic. Right, so Rey's she's an acrobatic character, so she can use her 12 poles, and she uses her staff like this. So if I hold the circle button, I can throw that up there and jump across. There's a Rathtars on the loose, or numerous Rathtars, so that Kanji Club member has just had a bit of a sticky end here, but I'm going to have to try and work out a way of bypassing this Rathtar. Again, like all of our games, you smash Lego apart, build objects, and here's another switch that Rey can use her staff to access, and hopefully this should lower this section here. All of the characters, you know, we've got over 200 characters in the game, all the iconic characters from the films, not just from episode 7, The Force Awakens, but, you know, we've lent heavily on episodes 1 to 6, and there's loads of cool characters, each with their own identities and abilities, which is going to make for a lot of fun, unlocking them and exploring the game with them. Here's a grapple point that Finn can use, so we'll just pull this wall section down, and that's revealed a target there that you can use his sharpshooter ability to access. Oh dear, sorry about that. So that section's been cleared now, so now the action will switch back to Han, Chewie and BB-8. We've got another blaster battle here. Guy on the turret at the back there's in a force field, so we can't shoot him, and you'll find that there's lots of variation in these blaster battle sections. Lots of cool open areas where you'll have to use all of the characters' abilities. You can build turrets, and you can outfox the enemy, which is really cool. So now we've switched back to Chewie. He's got his thermal detonators, and we need to use those to sort of hopefully release this Rathtar that's trying to get out of that from underneath the ground level there. So once that detonator's been done.
Guess we won't have to feed the Rathtars today.
So you'll notice as well that Han Solo's talking quite a bit. We've used all of the original dialogue from the films, which is really cool. We've also had a lot of the key talent come back in and record new lines, especially for the film, which was an absolute thrill for myself and the team to work with those guys. And Lucas, we've worked heavily with and very closely with Lucas throughout the project, and they've really helped shape and guide us with these levels and all of the cool content, especially the bridge content levels. So we have new adventures that feature some of the stories leading up to Episode 7. Some of the stories that you may not be familiar with, some you will, and answers some sort of the unanswered questions from Episode 7, like where did Han Solo and Chewie capture the Rathtars from, and how did Lor San Tekka get to Jakku? So lots of cool stories, lots of cool locations, and exploring those and reliving those moments in between the story sections from the film is going to be massively cool. So we'll just carry on down here with Ray. We need to try and activate this fuse box over here, so we'll grab that. So the team have injected a lot of humour into these scenes. It's something that we pride ourselves on, adding that sort of Lego TT Games humour, and it also helps us to soften some of the scarier moments. So this is one of the cool chase scenes in the levels in the game. We've got a Rathtar there hunting us down, and there's Kanji Club members and Guavian Death Gang members all fleeing.
More bad guys! Left turn! Keep moving!
There's a mini kit there. If you collect 10 of those in a level, you'll unlock a cool microfighter variant of one of the vehicles in the game that you can use you can take control of and fly around in one of our cool new arena-based open world flight sections in the game. Right, okay, so it looks like Finn's been caught up there by the Rathtar, so now we have to work out a way of freeing him from the Rathtar's clutches. And again, we're just going to smash a load of Lego up, which is cool, but also very productive because it's given us an option, some Lego pieces here that we can use to build different objects. So this is one of our multi-builds, so you'll see there that we have 3 different objects we can build all from the same bricks. I can hold left, or I can hold right, or I can hold in different directions to build different items. And these really come into play in puzzle sections like this and boss sections, but also you can use them to access hidden areas in the game, or for the purposes of a joke. So that's really cool. So we've got a panel here. That should hopefully help us here. No, it doesn't seem to be doing much. So what we'll do now is we'll use those same bricks. We'll try building another object, see if that provides better results. Cool. No, again, it's pinned one of its arms to the wall, so it's given us a not so subtle clue there that we need to possibly use Chewie's strength ability. Oh, there's a there's a hologram. That's a distraction, but it hasn't seemed to have done much. So we're going to use Chewie's strength, super strength there to pull a section of the wall away. And that's revealed some more bricks that should hopefully allow us to defeat this Rathtar.
but it's not going to stick its tongue. Get the door shut.
Thanks. Can we get off the ship now?
Yeah, through there.
Well, that's all I can show you for now, I'm afraid. It's a massive shame because, you know, the game's full of so much cool content that I could literally talk about this game for days on end. But the game's launches officially on the 28th of June, so enjoy. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.